Hello and welcome. This video is the raw footage from my Twitch streams. I decided to make these available to anyone who wants to go back and watch the games from the beginning. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to join us on Sundays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Twitch at the link in the description. Thank you and enjoy!
Hello, everybody. Hi, and welcome. Hi, Bryn, for being the first in the chat besides myself. Um, Sorry you're limping around on one bar 4G. That is miserable. Been there, done that. I remember dial-up, where you would start the connection process. It would scream like a dying cat. You would go make a sandwich while you're still sacrificing a dying modem, and in about 30 minutes, you may or may not be connected to the internet. Well, sucks not having Wi-Fi. Been there, done that. Hardwired in sometimes. But then you're stuck. I, at one point in time, lived in an area where 4G was a myth. 5G didn't exist. 3G worked. Um, but most of the time we were dealing with microwave um, internet, microwave transmitted internet. That's how we got our internet out where we used to live. I don't live there now. Now I live in the middle of a big city. But yeah, I get the problem. Fully and wholly understand. Just as long as you don't have to make a phone call, you're good. Or download something. Eesh. The first time I downloaded Genshin Impact, it probably took 3 days. True. Stable is always better than fast. So, my youngest had an adventure the other day. My husband and my daughter is headed to the library, and outside the library is a giant fountain. And my husband got the littlest out of the stroller and was folding up the stroller because it's one of those little umbrella strollers. And as he's folding it up, he hears a splash. Turns around to see my youngest has fallen into the fountain. He goes in, pulls her out. She comes out screaming. So, thankfully, no water in the lungs, but yeah. And of course, it's getting cold up here, so she's freezing to death, screaming her head off. And they just got there to play, so of course, Cassandra's not happy. On the plus side, one of her friends had followed her up there, so she got to hang around with her friends while Daddy brought C home, and C ended up. No, sorry. A. A came home. C stayed there to play. A came home, got a bath. Yeah, it's not the cleanest water, but hey, she survived. Um, I think her clothes did too. Even better. Watching the freshmen last year try to put a boat on that fountain was interesting. Silly freshmen. Hi, Granny! Welcome! So, we're probably not going to have 4G or Wave tonight. They're up in this area and don't really have stable internet access. They're having Bryn's problem. Me trying not to throw my phone across the room, not only because I don't know, because I know it's not the object's fault, but because my mom will hear it and send my dad a. Ew. I thankfully never had that problem. Mostly because when I was growing up, phones and internet in the bedroom weren't really a thing. I just tended to read all night long. I can't tell you the number of flashlight batteries I went through. My mom might be able to, but I couldn't tell you. And I was one of those people that would read until late, late at night. Like, there were some nights if I got into bed before 4 a.m. just because of the amount of reading I was doing, we were doing good. I think the most yeah. Um, See my shocked face? That's not a surprise, Granny. I think one of the most memorable nights was I was in a choir and I was an alternate for the choir tour that Christmas. And I knew that if everybody showed up to the airport, I wasn't going to get to go and I would still have school the next day. But I decided that I was gonna but I was just too excited. I couldn't sleep, so I ended up reading the whole night. I was reading one of the American Girl stories. So I was up all night reading the story, and of course, we have to be at the airport at 4 a.m. So we're at the airport at 4 a.m. Everybody shows up, so because I'm an alternate, I don't get to go. So I then have to go to school that day, except that day at school was finals. Specifically, algebra finals. Blah. I hate math. And I hate math because I have dyscalculia. But that is a whole other can of worms. So I had a math final and I had an English final that afternoon. The science final had thankfully been the day before. Well, my math teacher either did this every year or decided to have mercy on me. At the top of the page, it says be sure to read through every question before you turn in the test. It's a 100-question test. Question 63 says put your name in the top upper right hand corner of the paper and turn it in. Now, I did scan through the rest of that test just to make sure that that was the only trick question on there. And it was. But yeah, otherwise I'd have been screwed because I couldn't. My dyscalculia is bad on a regular day. If I've not had any sleep, there's no way I would have passed. For those who don't know, dyscalculia is where your numbers swap around. So dyslexia is where letters swap around. Dyscalculia is where numbers swap around. Yeah, that makes math fun. On the plus side, I married a human calculator, so now I don't have to worry about it at all. He does the math. Alright, so today we are in Inazuma. We are going to pop in and finish the quest we're currently on. Then I think I'm going to go set up the Ascension trial. And then we're going to pop around different domains, gathering leveling materials for the different weapons and the talents of the characters I play with the most. So, that's the plan. We'll see how well this plan hits the road because, well, as we all know, nothing survives first contact with the enemy, but that's the goal. And it should work this time. Huzzah! It finally worked like it's supposed to. Look for the chief's diary on the roof. Oh yeah, we gotta get to the roof. No, I didn't want to talk to him again. I just want the lavender melons. And to get up on the roof. Wrong roof. I think, maybe. Oh, there's the diary. Most of the notes are illegible due to their exposure to the elements. But the lies and cover-up of the thievery weigh heavily on me, therefore I decided to leave these notes. The group attacked the public drunkenly, stealing no small amount of goods and some pouches of mora. After much discussion, it was decided that this matter should be covered up. The cart was destroyed in the night, the goods and coin pouches were dumped down an empty well. The well was sealed and locked, and the key was hidden in a broken house across the gully on the east side of the village. Legend has it that it was built by Duin. Sadly, it is now desolate. It is so desolate that it proved a fitting choice to hide such a key. Konda village should have been prosperous. The Konda clan should have thrived. I hope for the sake of Takaru and Futaba, this village shall remain free of mishaps. That's it. Where is the rundown house? Oh, I know that there are some people who really love math, Bryn. Like I said, I married a human calculator. But it is the case for me that... Huh, these people seem to be looking for something. Maybe they're after the treasure too. Honestly, I found a way at one point to make math viable for me. It was actually working the math from the left side to the right side as opposed to working from right to left, which is what most teach, or at least taught when I was in school. My husband tried calculus calculator. The man eats data for lunch and enjoys it. Yeah. I wish I'd ever been half as good at math.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah.
I'm stuck!
No one escapes my sight.
Dodge this. Ah, ah, ah. Cool it. Ah, ah. To the ferry.
And I'm stuck again.
There's more. Don't get frostbite.
Oh, that's right. Kaya is in the first slot.
Here, leave it all to me.
How's this? Finally,
Hey. Same thing as an algebra calculator?
All in a day's work.
Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Got it. You are talking about styles of math, you're actually talking about styles of
Steady
calculator.
as stone. Yeah. I'll catch up. Yeah.
Suffocate. Fry. Dodge this. To the ferry. How's this?
Get him.
Say no more. Suffocate. I got carried.
Come on.
Leave it all to me.
Rude.
I got careless.
No escape.
Suffocate.
Bet you can't keep.
You're in for a little shock.
I love the overloaded reaction.
Freeze. Ah! Ah!
Here we go.
Picked the wrong test
What is this
subject.
thing following me around? Like, it looks like a mini Sealy, but where would I have picked one up? No. Where is this place? Well, that's outside the boundaries of where I'm supposed to be looking. There it is. That's not a building. That's barely a foundation. It's not even that. How is this a building? do you want to know about sword effects? This is the Favonius Warbow. She's got the bell. And she has the Skyward Atlas.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Now it's time to go down the well. Hope nobody here is claustrophobic. It might make a building one day. Yeah, the thing is it was already a building, and the building collapsed. It is no longer a building would be a more correct
Catch the
statement.
wind.
This seriously, like, when we got to our little town that we moved to, back when my husband and I first got married, we asked where the trash was because trash didn't run door to door. You had to take your trash to a trash container. And they're like, it's behind the building that used to be the old bank. Well, there was near the town center. Oh, you're talking about the Sealy. That was near the town center. And it had the word bank across the top. But there were no dumpsters near it. So I ended up asking the town secretary one day when the town hall was open, which it was only open like twice a week from like 9 a.m. to noon. And she's like, oh yeah, that bank closed 8 years ago, but it's located here. You turn this way, and this way to get to it. Like, really? How am I supposed to know that a building that has not been a bank for 8 years before I moved here was a bank? Yeah. Oh, you think the little Sealy is a weapons thing? I mean, I guess it might be. If it was, it'd kind of have to be... It's not the Favonius Warbow. Oh, I bet you it's the Skyward Atlas. Normal attacks have a 50% chance to earn the favor of the clouds, which actively seek out nearby opponents and attack for 15 seconds. Good call, Bryn.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Yeah, it is classic small town life. It was actually a pretty decent place to live. Had alright food.
Quite the find.
Wait, there's a... It goes further down. How do I get down there? Oh no,
Someone needs
I need
assistance.
Amber. Imagine living in what used to be the bank. Actually, the old bank building that said bank on top of it, someone actually turned... While we were there, someone bought it and actually turned it into their residence. Never got to go, of course, but it was supposed to be really cool.
Wow, these will come in handy.
Yeah, I lived someplace that had a... I think I need to come back here at some point. My town had a town hall, a post office, and one tiny restaurant that was open for lunches Sunday through Thursday and did lunch and dinner on Friday and Saturday. Oh, excuse me. Now, when we left, they did give me the recipe they had for meatloaf, because that meatloaf is the closest to my grandmother's I'd ever tasted.
It's like unwrapping a gift.
The downside was that the recipe they have feeds 30 people. So I now have a meatloaf recipe that feeds 30 people. Am I ever going to need a meatloaf recipe that feeds 30 people? Probably not. I cannot imagine any situation where I would need to feed 30 people.
Time to clean up.
But I do have it. Also, I haven't been brave enough to pull it out because my cooking abilities are substandard. Sorry, it skipped a little when I responded to you because you were so far behind. Yeah. Make my human calculator translate that into a reasonable size. Yeah, the problem is it doesn't quite... It doesn't... When you're taking something down that size, it doesn't quite translate literally one-to-one. So you have to figure out how you're going to work around it. That's the Inari Shrine. For those who don't know, Inari are Japanese fox spirits. Maybe it's for when I eventually have grandkids. Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. I do hope to not have that many, though. Although I guess if we ever have a family reunion, it's a possibility. I know my mom's side of the family is something like 60 or 70 strong at this point. Way too many people in one place. Right now, his priority is to pass his classes, because he has to pass those classes or we're in trouble. I agree with you, however, my husband also happens to be really good at cooking, so there is that. Alright, how do I get out of the well? I just always annoy the hell out of people because I am capable of making candy. And making things like pavlova and baking cakes, but
I'll catch up.
you want me to actually cook something on the stovetop? So in theory, I should be fine with the meatloaf. Like, it should be a piece of cake, easy as pie, and yet I haven't done it because I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up so bad. There is an item you're supposed to be able to get from the Inari that I'm trying to find the quest for. because without it, I don't think I can complete this one. You want to try Pavlova? Pavlova is really good. Patience is the key to Pavlova. Once you've got the meringue in, you just have to keep at it. Yeah, I need that spyglass. How did I get it the first time I was here? Yeah, I didn't know that Bluey had discussed. There, that's what I'm missing. Yes, oven temperature is also very important. It is surprising how important oven temperature is. If it is too hot, it won't bake through and you'll be left with a hot mess. If it is too cold, it won't bake through and you'll be left with a cold mess. Because if it's too hot, it dries out too fast and then you're left with burnt, crispy shells that have broken and cracked everywhere. If it's not hot enough, it doesn't actually cook and it then just runs everywhere. I have done both. I recommend eating neither. But if you get your temperature right, which should be... You normally cook at about 350 when you're baking. You need to drop it back to minimum 300, possibly 250 depending upon your oven. And then you're looking at 2 hours of cook time. Like, this is not something that you're just going to pop in the oven and have done in 10 minutes like you can cookies. But if you do it right, it is amazing.
I won't let you down.
If it's too hot, the outside will overbake and the inside stays gooey. That works well for cookies, but it does not work well for egg whites, which is what all pavlovas are, is the same as meringue. They're egg whites and sugar. So if it's not cooked right, it doesn't. Yeah. And I agree with Bryn, Will. If you can only do it on one pan, that is the pan you will have to use to make pancakes for the rest of your life. Don't fry the pan. Woohoo, we made it through! Ha ha ha, so this is the underbelly. Looks like something wild is sealed in here. A butterfly! Alright. What am I supposed to be doing? And how do I activate whatever's up? The notch. Oh, that's right. Let's try putting... Are we purifying? Yep, we're purifying with the wand. There is nothing wrong with a fry pan being your attuned D&D item. Fry pans are amazing. See? Rapunzel.
I'll race you there.
She uses a griddle? Yeah. Alright, I gotta pay attention to this. Attuned item, not attuned weapon. Hey, same thing. Oh, that's... I'm supposed to be making it look like that. Okay.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
So if this is 1... That's 2. 3, 4. Where's... I gotta find the other one. Well, I mean, if you've got a cast iron pan and take that to someone's head, I can guarantee you they're not getting back up again. I don't understand. Your kid would be sad if you had to take out the goblins before the pancakes. For finishing the pancakes. There we go. It just wasn't changing order properly. Let's start over. Oh. This puzzle's just not working right today.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
No, this one probably can't be done in co-op. Pretty sure this one has to be done by yourself. Wrong order. Fine. It's just figuring out which order you have to hit these in based on the pattern. The thing is, the pattern is vertical, and you have to look at it horizontally. Unless... Oh, I'm doing it in the wrong order! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was looking at it the wrong way. There we go. I bet you this is it. It is always the first one, but figuring out where in the... which one on this pattern is the first one was what was throwing me, because I was looking at the one in the at the very top to start as opposed to the one at the very bottom to start, and I'm pretty sure now that it's the very one at the very bottom that starts it. I hate this guy.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Dodge this!
No one escapes my... I'll catch up.
Come a little closer.
Oh! That went a lot better than the last time I remember it. Eek! How did you get... When did you... Why? Yikes. I was right to have my eye on you. You are indeed qualified to perform the cleansing. Why are you here? I was quite concerned as to your actions and to whether you could heal the roots or not, so I've been observing you a little. If I have offended you, please forgive me. You have helped me greatly already by being able to undo the barrier. If she's been watching us all this time, that means Grandpa Jinsuke's secret. I am loyal to Narukami Island, not some police station. Besides, I have had dealings with Konda Village for a long time as well. If those families were to be cut off, I would not be able to face... Please excuse me. Let us get back to business. As you may know, the Thunder Sakura tree symbolizes the eternal watch of the Electro Archon, and they have the power to remove evil and purify the earth. However, the polluted tree roots will eventually be corroded, and these tainted sections will form tumors one after another. That is why we must perform the cleansing ritual. Unfortunately, my physical condition, shall we say, prevents me from accomplishing this deeds. The ads are only 60 seconds? Man, I need to go and adjust things because it's supposed to be 90 seconds, but if it's only running for 60 seconds, that would explain why my ad revenue has significantly dropped off. There are several more barriers of this kind. Can I ask you to aid me? No, to aid this land. What about your physical condition? Don't fret. Our priority is the cleansing. I see. I'll help. Thank you, truly. As for the location of the next barrier, you can visit the abandoned shrine nearby. It's not far northeast of Konda Village. Due to certain circumstances, I fear I cannot go with you. How will we meet up then? The sakura on the east and west banks differ in speed, and the flowers of the north and south branches vary their bloom. However, everything on this island is under the sacred sakura's shade. So long as petals still fall like snow upon this island, we will surely meet again. I wish you all the best. The first one was 99, but this one was only 60. Oh, the first one was 90, but this one was only 60. I don't control the length of the ads. If I set it for it to be auto-controlled, I get 55% of the revenue, whereas if I set it to my control, I only get 50% of the revenue, and I'm already making little enough as it is. So, now, what to do, which way did I enter from? That's where I entered from, which means I should exit over here. Of course it is. It's a business. I am one of the little people, so I'm not
You're
high
in
on
for
their
a little
priority
shock.
list.
Freeze!
Especially since, while I have a fairly solid base that watches me on a regular basis,
My.
thank you all, I really only have
Get him!
a following of about 6 to 8 people at a
I
time.
must leave no stone unturned.
Which, again, for someone who's only been streaming 6 months, is really good. But
Cool it!
I'm not exactly raking in the money for it. Maybe someday. If you guys all help out a lot. missed. There we go. So I said we were going to do domains. It looks like we were going to do this one quest chain. Go to the abandoned shrine northeast of Konda Village. There's Konda Village, northeast. Like, this should be over here somewhere. Are we talking up here? I bet you were talking up there. Yes, I have only been streaming 6 months. I started this in March. Now, when I started, I had most of my family following me, so I already had a good number of people. Thank you for Bryn for joining us.
Seems all
We
the other
occasionally
knights
see about
already
3
have
to
their
4 other
hands
people
full.
on the regular. Most of the people who have followed me have only come back once or twice, but
Talk to the
you can't check your followage? I'm sorry. I think it does notify you when you've been following for a year. But I'm not 100% sure on that. That may be something I need to check out. Oh, yeah, I have not set that up yet. I'm still working on all the bots and such for it. Forgive me, I'm... Again, only been doing this 6 months. If it is that important to you, I will definitely put it on my list of things to do. I think this is the shrine northeast of Konda Village. I hope this is the shrine northeast of Konda Village. That being said, the lurk function does now is now active. So there's that. The clipping function isn't active yet, still working on that. And the death count does. Yes, however, they recently changed the affiliate requirements. You only have to have 30 followers now, where you used to have 50. So I entered affiliate a lot sooner than I thought I was going to. I actually planned in my plan to be streaming for about a year before I reached affiliate level. But because of the changes, you have to reach 25 followers, not 50. But because of the cutting it in half, I reached it a heck of a lot sooner. Then they are doing something wrong. Because I'm not going to say it's easy to gain followers, because it's not. But I set myself a goal. I follow everything I can. I go in and watch YouTubes about how to make myself a better speaker. Now, I do have an advantage that most people do not, in that I am a trained improv artist and have been doing improv theater for, checks calendar, 20 years now. So that has significantly helped my ability to do this. It has helped enough that
It's nearly time for
my
afternoon
company,
tea.
I work retail, work in the gaming industry. We were doing a demo of the Switch 2 the other day, and we were playing Mario Kart World on the Switch 2. They had me facilitating it, and what I was doing was I was essentially doing horse race style commentary for the Switch races, for the Mario Kart races. That was fun. A mysterious shadow. Continue investigating the abandoned shrine. Boop-a-doo. I'd rather not run into her. having experience as a DM, would that help? Honestly, any experience talking and being in front of people and performing will help. Because that is essentially what this job boils down to. Which is one of the reasons why it makes me happy, is because I am out in front of you guys performing. Is it the same performance as being in front of people live? No. It is, in fact, very different. I'm actually having to work on my facial expressions because they translate very differently live than they do onto the avatar. But it's learning how to tweak things to produce the results you want. You have stage fright, but only when people can see your face. And then, honestly, if that's the case, create yourself an avatar and start talking. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as it is something you are passionate
Today's
about
no
and
good
love,
for going out.
people will watch.
Did I
And
say
that's
that
because
yesterday as well?
We as humans love watching people who are passionate about something. Whether that passion is hatred, whether that passion is greed, whether it's love, what form the passion takes doesn't much matter. It's why we love watching drama. But yeah, if the only thing stopping you is stage fright, go get an avatar and just start practicing. Is it going to take time? Yes.
It's nearly time for afternoon
Most
tea.
people who do VTubing don't see the returns I'm getting, but then I started out with a huge base of people. About 6 to 7 of the people that watch me on a regular basis are family and family friends who I have known for years, and they are here to support me. You're about the only person who comes on the regular that isn't one of my main family friends. And I thank you for joining us. It's a great feeling to have such a dedicated follower. Some of the others have shown up from time to time. Zartman has shown up a couple of times. Bunny has shown up a couple times. I think that's what her name is. Not completely sure. It's been a while. But yeah.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be
If you are
plenty of
willing
time
to
for
put in the
work
dedication
later.
to it, it can be very rewarding. But I'm here to tell you right now, this is not easy. Yes, just doing the streaming isn't terribly onerous. It actually wasn't terribly expensive to get started. But that's just learning. You learn how to explain things. And you learn how to explain things by failing at explaining things. So you explain it and people look at you or type into the chat, no, that made no sense. I have no idea what you're talking about. Elaborate. And if you've got a few friends who are really following you, that you trust
It's
to
nearly
give you
time for
feedback,
afternoon tea.
it can be a really big help. They can tell you when you're failing at something or when something really works. Or if you've got someone who knows what they're doing, they can give you tips on how to improve. I also highly recommend going on YouTube and watching videos on how to become a better speaker and how to become better behind the camera. Those things will help. It'll also help you gain the confidence you need. Alright, let's go see this mysterious shadow that's standing on the top of a point on top of a building. Let's not fall off. Okay, where are we going next? Where is this person? I hope they're not up here, because if I remember correctly, this place is very, very poisonous. It is actually on the bounds. That is something you will have to work out how to handle yourself. I won't. It's not easy. And it can be a problem. I have severe imposter syndrome. Have had my entire life. I've been a performer my entire life too, so that doesn't help matters. And I have bombed something so bad that I have wanted to just quit. I am thankful to my parents and to my husband when things have gotten really bad. They have been able to talk with me and help me, but getting here has not been an easy road. But I'm here now. Things are going pretty well. I'm happy with the way things are. I've got an avatar I like, although I do wish to change her clothes. I like them okay, but I think they could be more interesting or more fancy. Or, honestly, just better done. But it's on my list of things to do, like fixing up my Discord is on my list of things to do.
Today's no good.
I
for
also
going
have
out.
to get back to my Substack because I haven't been doing
Did
that
I
for the
see that
past
yesterday as well?
3 weeks because I've been cleaning my house because family's coming in. But hey, at some point in time, I will find the time to do all these things. Probably. Well, on Twitch, you're not really dealing with faces. What you're dealing with is names. And that can get interesting. Oh, come on, Mysterious Shadow. Get to the point. Where are we going with this? Ack!
You're in for a little shock.
I could use a rain shower right now.
Freeze!
Come a little closer.
No escape!
Dodge this!
Alright. Well, that took care of them. Doesn't tell me where she is. Anybody's... There she is. I am... My setup doesn't really allow for my face to be shown. So that shouldn't be a problem. If sometime in the future I decide to change that, it'll be because it's my choice, and so it won't matter.
Freeze!
Let's spark things up a little.
Go, go, Baron Bunny! Not so hard! Not so hard!
Ah!
Leave it all to me. As a good knight should.
Hate these
Someone
girls.
needs assistance.
Especially when they're working in tandem. This is cruel and unusual punishment.
Out of my sight.
Steady, eh? Stone. Come a little closer.
Wow!
You're in for a little shock.
Out of my sight. Majesty's power flows through me. Got you.
Leave it all to me.
Dodge this. This one will be frozen in time.
Come a little closer.
Got you. Let it rain. This is Her Majesty's gift.
Ah! God, I'm spending so much time
You're in
frozen.
for a little shock.
I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Where is she? Almost got her. I'll make this so much easier. I don't have to worry about being frozen.
Come a little closer.
Freeze.
This body belongs to ice and snow. Not this time.
Oof. Poor timing on my part.
Want to get a little closer? Huh, this could hurt. Huh.
Leave it all to me.
Getting a little cold.
You're in for a little shock.
Oh, come on! Fine.
Want to get a little closer? Huh. I'll
Do
catch up.
this the hard way.
This could hurt. Get him. Getting a little cold.
I must leave no stone unturned. Come a little closer.
Oof. That works. Backing them in the fire works just as well as backing them into the water. One of my favorite tricks for taking out some of the really high-powered problems in Fontaine is to use Noelle and just yeet them into the water. It's great. There seems to be a pattern to her disappearance. We should observe carefully, and by we, Paimon means you. That's nice. Please don't tell me I have to do this again. Jean scoops them up. Yeah, actually the Traveler does as well. The Traveler's tornadoes work really well for that too. Okay. What am I supposed to be doing? Hello, there's one over here. You're new. But not any different than the others. A fox statue. Yep, it's the same one in Konda Village. But Paimon doesn't see a ward in it. Or has the ward been hidden? Ugh. It's some troublesome secret again, isn't it? Well, we're pretty good combination. Right, the village chief told us everything. Wait, there's some writing here. The ward has been sealed within by sacred words. What does that mean? There's some more writing here as well. Although I hope the seal will never be broken, and although you have now been missing for many years, If the seal must be broken and the cleansing ritual conducted, I hope that you shall be the one to break it. The third line of the sacred words is something you often used to say in the past. Is there anything else? Paimon C. But if the one to undo the seal is my successor, then there is one extra step you must go through. There are 4 great spirits and 3 spokes in the Mitsudome. I have placed 3 Shikigami here as guardians. Only when they are all gathered here in one place can you proceed. I wouldn't call this layer of security all that useful, but it should serve to fend off some petty thieves. What is it, Paimon? Then we have to find a solution. Otherwise we'd be no better than petty thieves. Really, Paimon? Of course we're gonna find the solution. How? And I'm enough. I don't know yet. Wait. When she disappeared, the... One... 2... Oh, no, she's not up here yet. Oh. This is complicated.
Come a little closer.
Oh, not the plan.
No one escapes my sight. Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Leave it all to me.
You're in for a little shock.
Go, go, Baron Button! Someone needs assistance.
glad I figured that one out, but that does not help me with my current problem.
Let's give it a spring cleaning.
I've got to get all 3 of these kitsune with a person next to them. There's the last one. No, there's one more. I wouldn't expect her to be out this far, but am I even gonna be able to see her in the sunlight? Okay, so it's dark here. So I need to be in the area that is dark. Alright. Well, that was not what I meant to do. Okay, yay!
Ooh, wonderful.
That's the trick. Alright. Yay, we found a book that Paimon finds hard to read. Okay. Seek first forgiveness from Narukami in the skies above, and then from Watatsumi on the land below. Then recite prayers to quench the god's anger. The aforementioned ritual must be carried out before any sacrifices, exorcisms, blessings, and or spell rites can take place. The same holds true for this cleansing ritual. The Thunder Sakura were born from grafted sacred sakura branches. They are offshoots of Narukami's own spirit and connect the grand shrine to all others. In those days, catastrophe rocked the heavens and demons roamed the earth. The land was defiled, ferocious foes abounded, and small devils wreaked havoc. Thus, the branches were broken off at the grand shrine and transplanted across the land to cleanse the filth. Years passed and damage accumulated. The cleansing ritual must thus be performed to calm the chaos. The Thunder Sakura purification must take place once every 60 years. The ritual may also be divided into a minor and major cleansing. After performing the minor cleansing a few times, the major cleansing must then be carried out. During the minor cleansing, one must first seek forgiveness from sky and land, tie up Shimenawa to form a barrier, and recite the Kishikomi. Next, all the filth must be sealed up inside the barrier, and the poisoned root nodules must be isolated from any mortal dwelling. Finally, a ward must be used to suppress all the filth. This must be performed separately in 5 different places on Narukami Island. The purpose of this minor cleansing ritual is to isolate the defilement and thus procure some years of peace. During the major cleansing, one must first seek forgiveness from the sky and land. Then 5 wards representing the eye, the mouth, the nose, the hand, and the feet must be retrieved, destroying the barriers created by the minor cleansing in the process. The filth must then be eradicated by a powerful spell. The purpose of the major cleansing ritual is to wipe out the defilement and to completely eradicate the filth. This is the end of the summary. The details are as follows. The rest of the text has been rendered unreadable by abrasions, contamination, and other damage. Great! We've been given a ritual to solve the problem, and we can't read it! Paimon's read it all, but it also feels like Paimon didn't read anything at all. Forget it. Let's get some professional help. Since it's about gods and demons and stuff, let's go to the Grand Narukami Shrine, shall we? Where is this thing? Like, it almost has to be under. I'll figure out how to get it at some point. Actually, if we look at it, looks like there might be an entrance down here. First things first, taking care of these. Out of the water, out of the water, out of the water, out of the water, out of the water.
Let it rain. Steady as stone. Get him.
Come a little closer.
Stand still.
I must leave no stone unturned.
I really want to level up her talents because I really, really need the speed of her recharge to
I'll catch
drop.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Steady as stone.
One down. 3 to go.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
As a
There we
dutiful
go.
maid would. Someone needs assistance. No escape.
Don't get frostbite.
I must leave.
Come a little closer.
Hey! Go, go, Fairy Bunny! Here! Ha! You! Get steady as stone. Ha! You! Ha! Ha!
There we go. One treasure chest for me. And a whole bunch of slime condensate.
A little dusty.
Alright.
Just give it a spring cleaning.
Well, I have found it. But I do not have a key to open it. Got it. Needs key. There we go.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you
And then
take
we
sugar?
need to head to the Grand
One cube-
Narukami Shrine. Hello, traveler from afar. Welcome to the Grand Narukami Shrine. If you have some trouble or just want to make a wish, feel free to ask Miss Kendo for a fortune slip. May the Electro Archon bless you. You explain the situation with the abandoned shrine at the foot of the mountain. I see. I understand the situation. The sacred sakura cleansing ritual is very important, right? And there are indeed records of it. But the actual details of the ritual have been lost. The summary you are holding is a very valuable historical artifact in that regard. Lost? How do you lose something that important? Are the Fatui behind this? If you say it's so important, then they might be up to something here too. No. The degradation here is due to poor preservation, humidity, and moths. Seriously? It's a great shame, but a lot of historical records have been lost. Lady Yai and Sir Kamisato were fretting over this earlier as well. But, as for the sacred words, I do know a thing or two. Please tell us how to unseal that ward. I apologize, but the sacred words used to seal the ward are not some sort of specific formula. Instead, they are something created by the one who casts the seal themselves. Huh? What do you mean? The spell was created on the fly by the caster. This is not precisely so either. Sacred words of this sort do have some rules. You want to elaborate? I believe that the records go something like this. The first line represents one's own status in Inazuma, something with the word envoy attached to it, I believe. The second line is meant to explain the source of one's power, something like Dango, Ramen, or a light novel, for example. Oh, Paimon gets it. Those are definitely great power sources. I'm just giving you an example. The records use something like Onmyo Hakyo. As for the third line, yes, you've guessed it. It can be whatever you want it to be. Considering how long it's been, I doubt any still live who understand how to use this third line. What are we supposed to do then? Miss Maiden's commission, this whole nation, it's all gonna go kaput. Relax, Paimon. She isn't done talking yet. Perhaps these two items can be of aid to you. This is the memento lens. Memento? So it's a souvenir? Since the two of you are so knowledgeable, I trust that you must have heard of the camera? It's a Fontaine-made device that can record images. A long time ago, when Ritu was first founded, the Hiragi clan leader Hiroshi imported many new inventions from other places to prove the benefits of building a trading hub. For example, he used a Shaznayan blast furnace to turn an old Hiragi clan mansion at Tinshukaku into a hot springs, before sending it as a gift and a token of appreciation to Her Excellency. He also used the demon exorcising mirror gifted to the Hiragi clan by the Kitsune Saigu to create a special camera in Fontaine. It can record thoughts and memories. It was returned to us here at the shrine as a token of appreciation and friendship. As the years passed, the camera itself ceased to function. Only the lens, blessed by the Kitsune Saigu, can still see things that no longer exist in certain special places. We extracted the lens and named it the Memento Lens. The two of you have come on account of the Sakura, and I can sense from our conversation that you are trustworthy. I believe that it will come to good use in your hands. It's such an important item. I suppose you may not be familiar with this as outsiders, but we believe that everything has a soul. Even stones and trees have memories, and when an item is left unused for a long time, it will grow bitter with dissatisfaction. As such, we might as well give the lens to someone who can show it all the changes the world has gone through, rather than letting it gather dust in our shrine. No problem, let us have it! Legend has it that after the Kitsune Saigu disappeared, her familiars, the Earth Kitsune of Narukami Island, turned into sleeping statues in many places, waiting for her to return. If you see a small, strange-looking fox statue, look at it through the memento lens. It may reveal something new. Thank you! May the Electro Archon bless you. I shall be counting on you two then. The unique gadget known as the Memento Lens can be used to observe the surrounding world. Observe this Earth Kitsune statue through it, and something miraculous might happen. How am I supposed to get that? This is one of those places where a wind bottle would help a lot.
Surely that child isn't flocking off.
Ooh! Radiant spin crystal. I didn't know that was there. No! I fell off. How could you do that to me?
Surely that child isn't flocking off.
Oh, there's some eggs. I can't reach them, but they're there. There we go. That's how you do it. Aren't you glad you're not the one climbing around on these steep roofs? I would probably fall off in a heartbeat.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
There's some treasure under here. There's a couple things of treasure under here. Nice.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Not. Unfortunately.
Come a little closer.
Alright. Return to the abandoned shrine and use the memento lens. That being the case, we might as well just jump off. It'll work just as well. This time I'll actually pay attention to how much stamina I was using. I nearly ran out of stamina while we were still really high up when we came over here the first time. That would have been really bad. My character would not have appreciated that at all. Alright. So, first things first. Bag. Look at all the new stuff we have. All the books. And some medals. Rotator hovering daybed. Cool. Alright. Whoa. These controls aren't great. Yes. Looks like the spirit veins here can still be used. Her familiars are also here. Yes, it is a fine place. Well then, allow me to use sacred words to protect this ward. Then the first line shall be, in the name of Narukami's envoy. Well, that makes things easier. Is it only the ones that are lit up? Yes. So standard ones don't do anything, but there is one that's lit right here. Then let us part ways here. You're so cold. Rosy cheeks in the morning, bleached bones by dusk. Oh, come on. It was at least half an emotional reunion for me. Actually, maybe it was more like 1/4. Oh, you're gone already? Come on. Guess I'll just follow the previous example and use another Hakushin bloodline as the second line. I am no master on Myoji after all. You are that person who seems very nice on the surface. Hey, long time no see. Guess you're still so cold to me, huh? Wait, no, who are you? The scent. Is it time for the cleansing ritual again? Call me Shirutsato. No need to tell me, I get it. I thought she had returned for a moment there. Huh, so that's what happened. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nice to meet you, Miss Hana Shirisato. I remember now about the Sacred Sakura, about you, about Raiden. Oh, wait, perhaps you're seeing right now is not me, but Iori in disguise. After all, Miss Hanashiro Sato, you've never seen me in person before, right? I'm not sure there would be much difference either way, if my memory serves. Oh, come on, that was uncalled for. There should be one here. Yeah, it's decided. We'll let her go this time. After all, it's not my job. And it's not as if she's some monster charging at me like Ochimusu might. I'm all tuckered out already. I thought I had run into a long-lost friend. That feeling is so exhausting. All these little bits of a memory. My, that lady is such a buzzkill. If I'm to have a disciple one day, I shall find a cheerful and beautiful lady. Yeah, I'll make sure of that. Now, as for the third line. Alright, this looks good. Bring forth the fried tofu. Since this is her territory, the land of Hakushin bloodline, we'll go with that. Really? Well, we should have the right sacred words now. I'm not sure, but we can try? This was my previous... Wait, that wasn't me. It was her previous territory. That person over there seems so familiar. Person over where? I'm sure they could make this more cryptic if they tried. I just hope they don't. How quickly this shrine has fallen to neglect after losing its master and the incense within. I can only hope that the barrier within the cavern still stands strong. I remember now. She once instructed people to construct a locked gate by a canal on the road leading to Shinju Forest before giving the key to the Konda clan. I hope everything is still alright. A locked door? Konda Village? Paimon remembers we found a key at the bottom of that well. Did we? I don't remember finding a key at the bottom of that well. Alright, it's time to unlock the seal. The first line is... In the name of the Narukami's envoy. Huh? Was that right? Well, whatever. Paimon remembers that the second line should be... And of the Hakushin bloodline. The third line should be something about delicious food. Bring forth the fried tofu. That's right, fried tofu. It was delicious fried tofu. That should do the trick. Oh, got that ward. Are we headed back to the bottom of the well? I guess so. I hope so. I don't know where else to go.
Perfect weather for sipping a cup of tea while gazing out the window.
You know what? It's raining. It's a good time to do this. Let's take these on.
It's my lucky
You're in
day.
for a little shock.
Boom! There's more! To the fairy.
Leave it all to me.
Finally. To the
Yeah. That's why I hate lightning storms. Playing with lightning in the rain is kind of unfair to the opponent.
Ooh, wonderful.
Alright.
I'll catch up.
Wrong way. I went to the wrong teleport point. There's Konda Village.
Someone needs assistance.
Back into the well, I guess.
Such fair weather. Why don't we do a bit of sunny
That's
work?
my best guess.
Oh, what sort of work is that, you ask? Well, anything that makes you feel bright
No, that is not what I told you to do.
and sunny, too.
No, that one isn't lit up. So that one's not going to do anything for me. Maybe the one over here will? Would be nice. No? Well, maybe. Ha ha ha. We shall not fail you, Lady Saigo. Well, that didn't give me much information for long. None of those light up. Where is that bush? There it is. There we go. There should be no problem. Ah, it's you. I wish you all the best. Wait, what do you mean? Do I have to do this again? I already did this.
Someone needs assistance.
Not even sure this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but this is my best guess. So I'll do it anyway. and hope. All right. Was that not what I was supposed to do? I am very confused. I miss Mondstadt. Mondstadt made sense. Looks like there's a load of stuff at the bottom of this well.
A little dusty.
Well,
Best give it a spring
got some
cleaning.
really nice treasures. Well, that is not what I wanted to do. There's the key. That's what I missed the first time, was that key. Alright. Let's go get the rest of the items. There's no need to leave any of those behind. Old stone slate. What am I supposed to do with these old stone slates? Guess it really doesn't matter. Right now, I gotta go back to the point that needs the key. I do, however, know where that point is, so there's a plus. I just marked it a minute ago. Shouldn't take long to get there. Just as soon as I get out of the well. I guess I could have just teleported out of the well if I thought about it. I should do better about thinking about things.
Come a little closer.
Alright. Here we go. Should be right over here. Yep. Confirm. Oh, it is a second one. So we actually need to go 1, 2, and then everything else needs to be 3. That should do it. Here's hoping I got this right. Woohoo! Well, hoping to a small extent, because now I gotta deal with him.
Get it! I must leave no stone. Let it rain. He,
Cheap tricks.
No, that's a cheap trick.
You're in for a little shock.
Fall before me. That won't work. I've got the upper hand. Take this.
Yep, up, here. Hua. He,
Cool it. This moment will be frozen. It's over. I'm ready.
Woohoo!
This battle.
Again, the two of you have my thanks. Whoa! This again? I apologize. There are some things that become a habit, perhaps. Why are you following us again? Couldn't you just say hello? Don't say that. She must have her reasons. I'm sorry. Paimon's tired from floating around too much. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's all right. The barrier here has been undone successfully, and thus does the cleansing ritual come one step closer to completion. Thank you very much. What's the deal with the sacred sakura cleansing ritual anyway? Is it the same as the cleansing you asked us to earlier? Miss Inagi also mentioned this before. Inagi? Miss Inagi? A shrine maiden named Misato by any chance? Her name is Hitomi, Paimon thinks. Ah, that's right. It has been such a long time. But she also said that the method has been lost. Ah, well, it has been a long time after all. So it is understandable. I mean, so much time has passed. Don't worry, I'm not angry. Yes, it's just my memory that's throwing a tantrum. Miss Maiden does seem to be very angry, actually. Anyway, the sacred sakura cleansing ritual is a rite of purification. The thunder sakura of Narukami Island can absorb the filth within the earth, but over time that filth will accumulate. If too much filth accumulates, the thunder sakura may wither. Therefore, it is necessary to perform some minor purifications on the roots of the thunder sakura, scattered in 5 places around Narukami Island every once in a while, and to set a barrier up. This way, they are given the power to remove the accumulated filth. What about the cleansing ritual, then? When there is enough filth accumulated in the barrier, it becomes necessary to perform the cleansing ritual. Paimon gets it. So when performing the cleansing ritual, we'll need to use a ward to break the barrier over the tree roots. This is an excellent understanding of the situation. Of course! We've done it twice now, after all. So the monsters that look like samurai were... So it is how they present themselves nowadays? They are the embodiment of the land's defilement. Once driven out of the roots by the ward, they will condense into a physical form. Back then, according to past records, they would turn into kasha, inugami, black jades, umibozu, raging flames, and other such things, and not all of them would harm people either. For example, there were the tofu boys. Kasha? Tofu boys? What in the world are those? Oh, people don't know about these creatures nowadays? Huh? But now they have all turned into fierce Oshimusa. What has happened to Inazuma? So what if the cleansing ritual aren't performed and the trees do wither? As I recall, the record says that the Thunder Sakura almost withered several 100 years ago. Monsters raged unchecked then. Even the seas turned black. The Thunder Sakura tried their hardest to absorb all the evil and the filth, and they'd almost died in the process. What happened then? The things that came after, I'm really sorry, but I'm not too familiar with them. Either way, the present situation tells me that the problem was resolved in the end. Someone performed the cleansing ritual. You mentioned there are 5 places? Where should we go next? Thanks to your effort, 2 root berries have been undone. Next, having done and seen so much of the 2, you must be tired and hungry. I have prepared some dishes. I hope you will like them. Wow! It looks delicious. You might be wearing a mask, but you are the best shrine maiden in Inazuma, that's for sure. Paimon's real hungry, eh? Well then, please enjoy yourself. You dig into a delicious-looking feast with Paimon. Oh, this is great! Is it really? Well, now that Paimon thinks about it, we just ate so much, but it feels like we've eaten nothing at all. Miss Maiden, did you use magic? You seem very sensitive to things of a mystical nature. Regardless, please don't worry. These dishes were made with magic I secretly learned from the baked Danuki. They are absolutely harmless, generally speaking. Generally speaking? The reason I have served you such delicious food is to help you heal the remaining roots. The Chinju Forest is also home to a ward and the root that requires cleansing, and I believe that an old friend of mine still dwells deep within the forest. You believe? It was a very long time ago, I'm afraid, that I am not entirely sure if he remembers me, or if he might hate me. He can't move freely, and he can't communicate with people either, but after eating this, you should be able to communicate with him. That old friend of mine should be able to help you at least a little, so I did this for the sake of the cleansing ritual. The two of you have already twice demonstrated your honor, compassion, and skill. Surely you will finish this deed for the sake of the land's well-being, right? Yeah, since Miss Maiden says we have to, let's finish this fight. You're too easily led, Paimon. Hey, how could you say that? What about the other routes? Apart from Chinju Forest, there is a tree root at the place called Arumi. I wonder if there are still people living there. I haven't been there for a long time. The last one is outside the Kamisato residence. There's a pit on a beach northeast of there, and the root is within. I leave the cleansing ritual to you. Wait a minute. Please go ahead. Back there in the abandoned shrine, Miss Maiden, we saw someone who looked just like you through the memento lens. Her name was Hanashiritsu. Are you that Hanashiritsu? Indeed I am. Has Paimon been cheated? You're the only one who's been calling her Miss Maiden. Well, anyway, what was that all about? I'm sorry. I never meant to hide anything from you. I just never had a chance to explain. Nor is now the right time either. I'm really sorry. Well, fine. Paimon gets it. Just let us know once you've got the chance, Miss Maiden. Right, Traveler? You're right. Thank you very much. Ah, yes. One other thing. When you spoke of the memento lens earlier, what were you referring to? That mirror, Hiroshi, what happened? I lost my composure. Please forgive me. In that case, please keep this memento lens safe. It is a very precious instrument indeed. I'll keep it safe, trust me. Please do. It is very precious. Don't worry, I'll be sure to look after it well. There are small fox statues in many different places. They are called Earth Kitsune. With the memento lens, one can summon forth scenes from the past as those statues' locations. If it can be of any aid to your adventures, please make good use of the memento lens. We'll use it well. Please do, and protect it. Don't bump it against things, and remember to clean it regularly. Okay, got it! That's good. Now if you'll excuse me, I must go. How will we meet up? If the Crimson Sakura knows the pain of parting, it will forever stay. Our fates shall surely be entwined like those of the Sakura bloom. Till our next meeting, I will be praying for your success beneath the well in Konda Village, where you successfully purified the Thunder Sakura root. I wish you all the best. Alright. That is actually where we are going to cut it for the day. It has been, the day, of course, did not go to plan. I was planning on doing the Ascension quest and going after leveling materials, but instead we are chasing down purifying the Thunder Sakura. It looks like we're going to be doing that again the next time we meet. The next time we meet will be on Wednesday. Typically Wednesdays are from 6 p.m. Pacific time, but this week they are going to be at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. That is due to family being in town and me having no time. So do please come by then. I think we will be continuing this quest in Genshin Impact. Thursday we will be playing Palworld at our standard time of, again, 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. I hope you all have a great beginning of the week. Toodles!